Hear me? Can you hear me?
Just barely.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
All right. So we are going to talk about you using your tech service on your phone.
Yes, I called Assurant and they were great.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to one named Corey one time and one named Daryl, and they were really helpful in helping my iPhone where it could print on the printer. And we worked with it. They were very patient. They were in no hurry to get off of the phone. They stayed with you, said, "Don't worry about it. We're going to get it." So they were just really great. And somebody as old as I am, it's a little slow coming across what they're saying sometimes because of the terminology, but they're very patient and they explain these things to you. And I'm very appreciative of it. I give them a 5-star. They're great.
How many times have you called them?
About 3 times total, I think.
Okay. And what did you, when you called, what service did you ask them to help with?
I was trying to get them to, I've got a new iPhone I'm not familiar with, so I'm trying to get them to hook it up to my brother printer.
Mm-hmm.
And they walked through the step by step, and I was having trouble getting some of the codes in, and so he came into the computer for me and did it for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was appreciative of that. Very nice people. I'd recommend it to anybody.
Great. And what other things have you called for?
Well, when I first called, it was about the same thing, but the lady was very nice. She told me I had to have internet to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time I didn't have it, so. But I apologized for wasting her time, and she just laughed and said, "No problem. Call anytime." Super.
So what else would you call in to use? You said you were getting updates on your phone?
Getting what?
You were getting messages on your phone from the tech support asking you?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, after they got through, I got a message that will know about the service, thank me for calling, and recommend that I call anytime I need help and assistance with anything. And so I was appreciative. They also offered to help connect to TV and FaceTime and all of that. I just, at the time, I was kind of tired from trying to get the other hooked up, but I feel free to keep them on my iPhone, and I'll call them at any time that I get in trouble. They're top notch.
Great. And if there was one more thing they could do, what would it be?
Probably helped me to get on the other printer so I could print a color photo from my camera, but I'm kind of taking one step at a time. But I'll probably call and see if I can get them to hook up to the Canon wireless.
And this is an AT&T phone, so did you go into an AT&T store and ask for help?
Yes.
And what happened there?
They were very nice. I've not had any problem with the people. They just, no matter how big or how small your problem is, they're very nice and will accept it, and then work with you and try to explain to you.
Did they tell you? Did the AT&T store tell you about the tech support and tell you to call them or anything?
Well, I don't know if they did it or if it came from the company, but AT&T has follow-up on anything you do. They'll have a follow-up message that tells you about it, and if you change your passcodes or anything like that, they'll notify you and ask you if you did it, and if you didn't, you need to call this number. But I've been more than pleased with them so far.
And so, did they show you how to download the Asurion app in order to get help?
I didn't ask them about that. My granddaughter had informed me of the Assurant program, and so I just went in and put it in on Safari and downloaded it. And,
Okay. Would you have known about it if I wouldn't have told you about it?
No.
Okay.
I would not have known about it if I had not been told.
And if they would have told you about it in the store, would you have
No,
came
no
home and
one's
used
ever
it?
said anything about it there that I know of. If it did, I didn't understand it.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what I want to know. All right. You want to sign out?
Thank you. Thumbs up for sure.